Friday, October 27th, 2023, afternoon edition. Please pardon any visual and informational inaccuracies in this entirely AI-generated video.
Good afternoon, dear viewers. I am your news anchor, Xander Voxius III. Thank you for tuning in to the Future of News, AGNDD Intellireport. As always, I will be assisted by my valued AI-generated colleagues in summarizing the news. Without further ado, here are the headlines of the day. CDC warns of disfiguring tropical disease in the U.S. Man indicted for murder 23 years after disappearances. The Masked Singer uncovers the Hawks' celebrity identity. Sam Bankman-Fried testifies about cryptocurrency's dramatic decline. Mysterious dimming of Betelgeuse star may have explanation. Southwest adjusts growth plans due to moderating demand, and more. But first, let's take a look at this day in history.
October 27th in history. October 27th, 1524. French troops lay siege to Pavia.
Today's obituaries. Yasuomi Araki, 77, Japanese politician. Muhammad Nasser al-Azawi, 53, Iraqi courage and nasheed singer. Hiroshi Inuzuka. Brief Wikipedia summary. Hiroshi Inuzuka, a Japanese actor and bassist, passed away at the age of 94. He had a successful career in acting, with notable roles in films such as Daigoro vs. Goliath and AGNDD. Inuzuka also played the bass and was a member of the Crazy Cats. Li Keqiang was a Chinese politician who served as premier from 2013 to 2023. He passed away at the age of 68 due to a heart attack. Li Keqiang played a significant role in China's leadership and was instrumental in redirecting the country's attention towards internal consumption. Viktor Mamatov. Brief Wikipedia summary. Viktor Mamatov, an 86-year-old Russian biathlete and Olympic champion, passed away. He won gold medals at the 1968 and 1972 Winter Olympics and had a successful career as a coach and sports administrator. Sabu Pravadas, Indian graphic designer, film art director, Vajayora Chakal, Pathram, Run Baby Run, and production designer. Lionel Balagal. Brief Wikipedia summary. Lionel Balagal was a senior Sri Lankan Army general who served as the commander of the Sri Lanka Army and chief of the defence staff. He played a major role in counterinsurgency operations and intelligence operations throughout his career. He passed away at the age of 75. Benedict Bernberg. Brief Wikipedia summary. Benedict Bernberg, a British solicitor and human rights activist, has passed away at the age of 93. Bernberg was known for his work in fighting miscarriages of justice and representing a wide range of clients, from high-profile cases to those deemed unfashionable. He retired in 1999 but continued to inspire and mentor other solicitors in the field of human rights. Kamal Bora, Indian film producer and actor, Japanese encephalitis.
General news.
Southwest slows 2024 growth as demand moderates, CNBC.
Southwest Airlines plans to slow its capacity growth in 2024 due to moderating travel demand and shifting booking patterns. The airline will expand flying by 10 to 12% in the first quarter of 2024, down from the previous forecast of up to 16% growth. It expects to grow between 6 to 8% for the full year 2024. Southwest's net income in the third quarter dropped 30% from a year earlier, while revenue increased by 4.9%. Other airlines, such as Spirit Airlines and Frontier Airlines, are also reviewing their growth plans and have forecast negative margins for the fourth quarter.
UAW reaches tentative labor agreement with Ford, potentially ending partial strike. CBS News.
The United Auto Workers, UAW, has reached a tentative contract agreement with Ford, potentially ending the union's 6-week strike against Detroit's Big Three automakers. The deal includes a 25% general wage increase over 4 years, an immediate 11% wage increase for all union members, improved retirement benefits, and the right to strike over plant closures. The agreement still needs to be approved by Ford's 57,000 UAW workers. If approved, the deal could serve as a model for settlements with GM and Stellantis.
Man indicted on murder charge 23 years after girl and mother disappeared in West Virginia. CBS News.
A West Virginia man has been indicted on a murder charge in the disappearance of a 10-year-old girl over 2 decades ago. Larry Webb is accused of killing Natasha Alex Carter, who went missing along with her mother in 2000. The case was reopened in 2021, and authorities have offered a $20,000 reward for information leading to a resolution. Webb, who claims to have dementia, has denied any knowledge of the girl's whereabouts. The investigation into the mother's disappearance is ongoing.
Business News.
Sam Bankman-Fried takes stand in reminder of crypto's epic fall. Bloomberg.
U.S. economy expected to have grown 4.3% in third quarter. Financial Times.
Science News.
The mysterious dimming of supergiant star Betelgeuse may finally be explained. Photo, space.com.
Astronomers have determined that the dimming of the red supergiant star Betelgeuse in early 2019 was not a sign of its impending death. High-resolution images taken by a team from France's Université Côte d'Azur show that the star returned to normal after the event. The dimming was likely caused by a burst of dust, specifically silicon monoxide, from the star and a sudden cooling of its surface. The findings support a theory that the star emitted a bubble of gas due to a drop in temperature, which then condensed into solid dust and dimmed the star from our viewpoint.
The West Antarctic ice sheet is melting, and it's too late to stop it. Space.com.
The West Antarctic ice sheet is melting 3 times faster in the 21st century than it did in the 20th century, according to simulations developed by researchers using the UK's national supercomputer. Even under the best-case scenario that meets ambitious Paris Accord targets, the melting is unavoidable. The floating ice shelves supporting the sheet will weaken, causing glaciers to flow into the ocean and eventually melt. However, recognizing the situation in advance allows for more time to adapt to rising sea levels. Immediate action to reduce dependence on fossil fuels is crucial.
Physics has long failed to explain life, but researchers are testing a groundbreaking new theory in the lab. Phys.org.
The article discusses assembly theory, a new approach to explaining the emergence of life from non-living parts. The theory proposes that complexity and information are at the heart of life, and it suggests that objects can be defined by the history of how they formed. The theory's framework was recently published in Nature. The article also mentions experiments that have been conducted to test the theory, including determining the assembly index of molecules using mass spectrometry. The article concludes by discussing plans to investigate the origin of life further by creating a chemical soup in the lab to study the transition from non-life to life.
Health News.
Not enough time to walk 10,000 steps? Take the stairs. Studies say GMA.
A study of over 450,000 adults has found that climbing just 5 flights of stairs per day can lower the risk of cardiovascular disease by 20%. The same benefits can be achieved by climbing stairs in smaller segments throughout the day. Another study found that just 20 to 25 minutes per day of vigorous movement can help a person live longer, while spending most of the day sedentary increases mortality risk. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends 150 minutes of moderate-intensity physical activity per week.
CDC scientists warn disfiguring tropical disease is gaining a firm foothold in the United States. SciTech Daily.
Researchers from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, have discovered evidence suggesting that cutaneous leishmaniasis, a tropical disease, is now being found in U.S. residents who have not traveled internationally. Previously, this disease was primarily seen in returning travelers. The strain of the Leishmania parasite causing these cases is different from those found in imported instances, indicating that the disease may be established in certain parts of the United States. There are growing concerns about the possibility of a more severe form of the disease, called visceral leishmaniasis, becoming widespread in domestic sandflies due to imported dogs carrying the pathogen.
Entertainment news.
The Masked Singer reveals identity of the hawk. Here's the celebrity under the costume. Variety.
The first article is a recap of Season 10, Episode 6 of The Masked Singer, titled Harry Potter Night. It reveals that Tyler Posey, known for his role in Teen Wolf, was unmasked as the celebrity behind the hawk costume. Posey discusses his experience on the show and mentions that he was flattered by the guesses made by the judges. The article also provides a summary of the other performances on the episode.
Republican shouts "damn right" when Democrat points out Johnson's efforts to overturn the election. CNN.
The first article in this text seems to be about issues related to loading and playing video content on a video player. It mentions problems like slow loading, content not loading, freezing, and audio being too loud.
Thank you for watching this AGNDD Intellireport. Subscribe and click the bell button to get notified during new uploads. And make sure to tune in next time. Stay safe and healthy. Cheers.